many of you know, I had back surgery on October 7th. I had what was called a microdiscectomy of my L2, L3 section of my back. So pretty much what I've been experiencing over the last couple of years is severe sciatic nerve and muscle and lower back pain. And so I decided to go ahead and do some research on this procedure. At first, I didn't want anybody cutting on my back. You know, I'm sure many of you guys that are watching the video right now that have had back issues in the past probably feel like, you know what, I never want anybody to cut on my back. And that's kind of how I was too. That whole stigma of somebody cutting on me, you know, really was causing me to be in fear of letting anybody do that procedure. So I said, you know, let me go ahead and do my research. So I did, and I found a very, very good back doctor, neurosurgeon. I did my research on the recovery, the procedure itself, what they're doing, and I just went ahead and took that leap of faith. You know, I just said, you know what, God, you're in control, and if I'm going to, you know, get well, I have to walk in faith. You know, I can't continue, you know, just walking in fear and not believing that my Lord and Savior is going to provide healing for my body. You know, so I trust in God, and I trust that God will put the right people, you know, in your path whenever you need something or you're going through something. Here we are, post-op day 2, because day 0 is the day you get out of surgery. You don't really start your first post-op day until the day after surgery. So day 0, we got to the hospital first thing that morning, 6 o'clock on that Monday, October 7th. And, you know, got all checked in. They went ahead, they prepped me and everything. Of course, I was NPO, which if many of you guys don't know, that means no food or liquids or fluids or whatever after midnight. So, you know, I'm waking up, I'm grumpy, I'm hungry, I'm tired, but it's surgery day. So my wife, who's a remarkable woman, who has taken a few weeks off to help me during this road to recovery. She drove me to the location. We did the check-in, you know, all the questions that they ask and stuff. Have you drunk anything after midnight or ate anything? Of course, my answer was no. And so they started an IV on my arm, and I just remember as we got closer to the start of the procedure, uh, they said, okay, we're going to give you some medication now. And I think it was like Versed and something else, because I ended up needing general anesthesia. They did the procedure under general anesthesia. So there's what's called local anesthesia and general. General is normally when they're going to put you to sleep and you're not going to remember anything. And mind you, this is my first surgery ever. I've never had surgery by the grace of God. I've never had to have a doctor cut on me. I've never broken a leg or broken a bone. So I've never needed surgery. My anesthesiologist came in and said, okay, I'm going to give you this medication. I'm going to put it through your IV, and then you'll just fall right to sleep. And I tell you, as soon as he pushed that through IV, and then they started to wheel me into the operating room, this is how quick I knocked out. I just remember being wheeled off and going down the hall. I don't even remember entering the operating room. I was already out, y'all. I was out. I was out. Then I just remember waking up and the procedure was done. I woke up, I was very drowsy, but I immediately noticed I didn't have any sciatic nerve pain because I was living in this constant pain. My buttocks, my hamstrings, my quads, all the way down my legs. You know, I was experiencing this pain, severe pain at times. And I just noticed that it was gone. Like I didn't have any nerve pain. And like from what the doctor had said, you know, you're pretty much going to notice immediate relief. And I was like, yeah, right. And, you know, sure enough, the relief that he said I would get, which is 95% of the pain that I was experiencing, would be gone. It was almost like immediate. So I remember just waking up from that surgery, being very drowsy, but I felt like Superman. I was very grateful, of course, because God had brought me through, and just was very happy that I wasn't experiencing any pain. But I'm telling y'all, I was like Superman. I felt like I could go out and leap tall buildings in a single bound. I felt good, for the first time in a long time. My wife had came. And so my wife is in the medical field as well as myself. We both work in the medical field. So she just was looking at me like, you have no idea. So mind you, I've never done surgery, never had to have surgery. Like I said before, my wife has gone through it a few times. She said, this feeling is going to wear off. But she didn't really tell me that. She kind of just let me find out for myself. So as we're, I'm leaving the hospital and I'm in the car and we're heading over to go get some soup. They recommend that you start light with incorporating foods that are light, like soup, broth. And so for me, I love a good Vietnamese pho. So we found a bomb restaurant that, I was able to get a steak and a brisket pho, with all the veggies and all the good stuff, man. And I just remember tearing that up. But most of all, I just remember just feeling so good. I was able to walk with no pressure on my legs, no pain. And as many of you who know me, who have even worked with me, you know the type of pain that I'm in, like on a daily. So, once again, I appreciate first and foremost all your prayers during this whole time because, man, like I couldn't have done it without your prayers and, of course, without my Lord. God has been so amazing in my life. So very relieved and I'm happy. I'm happy right now. So anyways, not to get off topic. So just to kind of run you through. So day 0, which is like literally the day of surgery, I come home. They basically, the anesthesia is still in my system. So that's why I'm feeling on cloud 9. I'm feeling good. I feel like I can like just do anything, conquer the world. They, of course, sent me home with some pain meds, some muscle relaxants. Mind you, I am hungry, so I'm eating right now, and I'm eating. I still had a little bit of soreness in the site, but like I said, the anesthesia has not hadn't wore off yet, so I wasn't feeling a whole lot of pain. So my wife said, just give it a minute. So everybody I'm talking to on the phone, all my family and friends that are checking on me, I'm like, yeah, I feel good, this and that. And so, anyways, I want to say that night, first that first night, the anesthesia started to wear off, and I started feeling like a Mack truck literally hit me.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and he's dealing with a lot of pain, so we had to wake up and get him something to eat so he can take more medicine.
The anesthesia was wearing off, so I'm taking my pain med around the clock now with my muscle relaxant. I couldn't get comfortable in bed. I'm like having pillows in between my legs, wedged behind my back. I'm trying to take, some of that pressure off the incision site, so I'm not laying on the incision. But I tell y'all, folks, like, it was tough. It was rough. And so that next day, I did a video, and you saw me guys, like laying on the couch with pillows all around me. Like, I felt like a Mack truck hit me.
How you feeling, babe?
Just in a lot of pain.
You're in a lot of pain. Day 2?
Yeah, day 2. No, this is post-op day 1.
This is post-op day 1. Yeah.
Yesterday was day 0, I guess. So, yeah, right now, yesterday I felt like Superman. Today I felt like I got hit by a Mack truck. I don't feel that good right now. I'm in a lot of pain. As you can see, it's got the pillows everywhere to try to keep myself comfortable. It's very hard to get into a good, comfortable position, but the help of my wife, she's got me comfortable. Just very achy in my back area. And other than that, I'm just waiting for these pain meds
To kick in.
stuff to kick in.
All right.
Yeah.
Today is officially post-op day. So let me take you back to post-op day 1, which was yesterday. It was a rough day, but I got through it. and I've followed the doctor's instructions, which every hour get up and walk. So I was getting up, I'm walking every hour. You know, my wife, she's been amazing. She's been an amazing caregiver, helping me get back. She's always letting me know. My daughters, they're getting me up. They're telling me, come on, daddy, it's time to get up and walk. So I'm walking, you know, back and forth in the house. But I had no appetite yesterday. No appetite. And then I was very, I got very bloated. So, you know, with the anesthesia plus the pain medication, you're going to feel, you can get constipated because, you know, narcotics and anesthesia, that's going to constipate you. I was drinking plenty of fluids, but still constipation is, you know, expected, you know, with the type of surgery and the type of medication that I'm on right now. So, anyways, that constipation hit me. Like my stomach got bloated. I got so constipated that I couldn't even eat anything. Because mind you, that first day I was eating, I was drinking. I was like my body, I was replenishing everything, all the nutrients and stuff that my body needed, you know, to heal. Like I was just eating and drinking. And the next day, I couldn't eat or drink anything. If I felt like I wanted something to eat, like the food felt like, or it looked good, and then as soon as I take a bite, I felt like throwing up, or just my stomach, I just couldn't put anything in it. And it all makes sense now because, you know, me eating all that food day one, or day zero, I should say, and then day one, you know, my body digestive system has not kicked back in yet. And so, you know, my body is like saying, hey, let me kick back in, and then, you know, and I can get all that food and stuff out of me so that I can put more food and nutrients in my body. But because I couldn't, and I'm still right now on day two, I'm still waiting to have a BM. I'm still waiting. I'm burping a lot. Of course, you know, the passing the gas, that's helping. But I when I look at food, I just get very nauseous and I'm not hungry. The soups tend to be the route to go, in my case. So my wife is bringing me another brisket and steak pho, and I'm gonna enjoy that tonight for dinner. Continue drinking fluids. Sprite, 7 Up, you know, clear sodas are very good because of the carbonation. It helps for the gas buildup, and I was having real severe acid reflux last night, where it was very uncomfortable. So, you know, my stomach is, you know, the acid reflux is happening, plus I'm bloated, so that's putting pressure on my incision. So you can only imagine the pain and discomfort that I was in throughout the night. I mean, I'm bloated, acid reflux, pressure on my incision because my stomach is bulging and pushing towards my back. So I'm experiencing all of this. Had a rough night, but I got through by the grace of God. Today, we are officially post-op day 2, and I'm feeling a lot better. I'm getting up, walking every hour. Still taking my meds around the clock, pain meds. Try to stay on top of the pain, because one thing about back surgery, any type of surgeries, you want to stay on top of the pain. You don't want to wait until the pain gets out of control. So like if the pain level's like at like a 3 or a 4, you don't want to wait till that pain gets to like a 7 or 8, because then it's going to be harder to manage it. So whenever my pain gets to about that 5 level, I make sure that I, you know, take my narcotic pain meds, and control that pain immediately, because if it gets out of control, it's very hard to get it back under control. Today's post-op day 2. I'll continue making videos for those of you guys who may be experiencing back pain and you're thinking about doing a microdiscectomy or whatever type of procedure your doctor is recommending for you. Like if you're on the fence about it, you know, continue to follow my videos. I'm going to walk you through my whole journey and my road to recovery. And I just pray that you get that relief that you're looking for, ultimately. And if you don't choose surgery, if you decide not to get surgery, then hey, surgery is not for everybody. In the comments, I would love to see what you guys think. You know, leave some comments. Let me know if you are experiencing back pain and if you are contemplating surgery, or even if you've had a surgery, L4, L5, L3, L4, or L2, L3 discectomy like I have. I would love to hear your experiences and and see what you guys have gone through. So leave in the comment below your experience and how you feel when it comes to back surgery and stuff. Continue to follow me for more updates on my journey. I'm gonna document this all the way up until I'm able to literally get back to being me. And as many of you guys know, I'm very active. And I like to do a lot of stuff. Physically, I like to, train and, work out, keep my body in shape. So, it's time to get back. It's time to get back one day at a time. Every day is a battle won. You just got to get through the day. And so I remember my wife telling me, she's like, I think it's like day one or day two, you're going to feel really, really bad, but then it's going to get better. And so far, that's what's been happening. With all the support I also have from my wife and my daughters, that's has been a tremendous factor in me on this road to recovery as well. So if there's any questions that you have, leave in the comments. Any questions regarding, my procedure, leave in the comments, and I will gladly answer those questions. Until next time, whatever time it is that you're watching my video, I pray that you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Just remember, you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. God will heal our bodies regarding whatever we're going through. Give it to God. Whatever you are going through right now, give it to God. And whatever you're going through right now, I'm going to stand in prayer for you guys and intercede in prayer that you guys get well, that you feel better. Because, man, pain, especially back pain, I don't wish that on my worst enemy. Real talk. Back pain is nothing to mess around with. I just thank God. That's it. All right. Until next time, I love you guys and have a blessed and wonderful day.